Now that you've investigated and discussed inclusion, embedding of functional skills and setting and maintaining ground rules for your learners, it's time to embark upon Theory Task B. As usual, you'll find that there is a Word copy of Theory Task B up on the Moodle site if you wish to download it and print it out to view it that way. What I'm going to do now is run through verbally the requirements for Theory Task B. As ever, you should remember that this assignment should be related to yourself and your own area of delivery. Make sure, as usual, that it's been proofread to ensure that it's free from any obvious errors. Make sure you've put your name, the assignment number and the word count on the assignment. Let's have a look at the requirements for Theory Task B. In Theory Task B, you're going to be putting forward a case study. You'll need to imagine that you've been offered an interview for a new teaching job, and as part of this interview you need to prepare some thoughts on providing inclusive learning and teaching that you'll be asked to present during the interview. The organisation have provided you with an outline of the types of learners and the course, and they've explained that these learners have very diverse backgrounds, characteristics and needs. Some of the learners haven't been involved in educational training for a long time, others are fairly new to this country, and some will need additional learning support. What you'll need to do as part of this task is to investigate inclusive learning in order to plan an approach to the challenges that will be presented to you for delivery with this group. What you need to do is to prepare a collection of relevant information and ideas about how you can provide inclusive learning effectively for a wide range of learners with different needs. For this task, you don't necessarily need to write an essay. What you need to do is to choose a format which will enable you to use the information easily during the interview. What you might do is choose a PowerPoint or other presentation format. You might provide notes or diagrams or a poster presentation type format. What will be most important is for the members of the interview panel to be able to have a clear visual summary of your thoughts, as there's hot competition for the job. You won't have to deliver this presentation, you will just submit your presentation for Theory Task B. During Task B, you must make sure that you address all of the assessment criteria that I'm about to explain, and you'll need to provide a reference list which shows evidence of relevant reading about the principles and the values that you've referred to in your presentation. Let's look one by one at the assessment criteria for Theory Task B. First of all, you'll need to summarise the whole range of learning and teaching strategies that are used in your specialism or in the area that you wish to teach in. You'll need to explain how these approaches will meet the needs of learners and will promote inclusive learning. Secondly, you'll need to explain how you'll actually select inclusive learning and teaching techniques from all the possible strategies that are available. Here, you should focus upon delivery techniques, assessment opportunities and resources. And remember that you're looking to explain how you select techniques, assessment opportunities and resources that meet the needs of a diverse range of learners. Thirdly, we'll move on to functional skills. It's very important that we all do work to embed functional skills such as communication, literacy, numeracy and IT into all of our sessions. What you'll need to do is to explain how you would embed communication, application of number and information technology naturally into your specialist area. Here you should explain how you might go about providing opportunities for your learners to practice literacy, language, numeracy and ICT as a natural part of your session. Finally, you'll go on to look at learner engagement and motivation. What you'll need to do is to explain the ways in which you will engage and motivate your learners, again bearing in mind this needs to be an inclusive learning environment. During this part of your answer, you need to make sure that you're including ways in which you will establish ground rules which promote respect for others, and make sure you're outlining what those ground rules will be. And finally, you need to touch upon ways in which you'll give constructive feedback to learners that will motivate them in their work. As with Task A, there is no fixed word count for Task B. At the end of your presentation, you should conclude by providing a short reflective summary about what you've learned during this Petals block and how it will affect your practice in the future. As ever, when you've finished your theory task and word processed it, you should upload it electronically to Moodle using the usual method. Good luck with Theory Task B.